Hello, and welcome to the 2020 first ever virtual SCOM Awards ceremony. We originally had an awesome event planned in the Hall of Presidents at JMU. However, the coronavirus has required us to get creative in celebrating the tremendous achievements of SCOM students, faculty, and alumni this year. We hope that you're all staying safe and healthy. We've created an iMovie that displays speeches from faculty, award certificates, achievements, and photos of our academic year. We encourage you to sit back and relax as the video plays.
We would now like to introduce the Director of the School of Communication Studies, Dr. Eric Fife.
Welcome to the School of Communication Studies Virtual Awards Banquet. This certainly isn't any place we ever thought we'd be, but there's no doubt that your work deserves to be recognized, perhaps now more than ever, as you continue to work hard finishing up during your time at JMU. I wanted to say that the impact you've had on all of us will be lasting, and you will always be remembered here. If you watch all of these speeches, you will hear some incredible stories about some amazing students, ones who inspire us every single day. You are the reason we're here, and it is a privilege to be your professors. Even under these circumstances, you continue to amaze us. I need to take just a moment to thank Dr. Whitfield and her group of outstanding students for the vision in pulling this off. They realized that we still needed some way to recognize an amazing group of students, and these videos are a result of their thoughtfulness and creativity. And now, on with the show.
We're going to get started with the first set of awards, which are the Concentration Awards. This academic year has been impressive as students have shown their dedication and passion through their work within their concentration. Starting us off is Dr. Matt Brigham, presenting the Advocacy Concentration Award.
I'm happy to present this year's Advocacy Studies Concentration Student of the Year Award to Caroline Ryan. I am presenting 2 awards to Caroline today, so in this speech I focus on her excellence in advocacy, and in the second speech on what makes her an outstanding student overall. In the nearly 2 years that I have known her, I've come to believe that Caroline, in addition to being naturally curious, hardworking, and a lifelong learner, seeks to cultivate an advocacy range with the agility to be usable in a wide range of occasions. One of my favorite scholars once argued, quote, "The main ideal of criticism, as I conceive it, is to use all that is there to use," end quote. If we substitute in advocacy rather than criticism, it effectively characterizes what Caroline has built in her time here. Caroline developed one advocacy skill set in the rhetorical criticism class itself, and another when presenting that paper at our annual Communication Studies undergraduate research conference in April 2019. She continues to grow from that project as we work toward having her send her paper for consideration at a scholarly peer-reviewed journal. Finally, Caroline is currently a student in the Advocacy Capstone class and is again expanding her advocacy range, this time developing a podcast that mixes the genre of true crime with an explicit public advocacy approach. For all these reasons, I have no doubt that Caroline is destined for great opportunities and successes as she wraps up at JMU and begins a new professional trajectory. On behalf of the Advocacy Studies Concentration faculty, congratulations to Caroline. It is my pleasure to present the Political Communication PCOM Minor Student of the Year Award to Aaliyah McLean. Part of what made Aaliyah stand out as a particularly excellent nominee for this award is the way that she fuses together excellence in and beyond the classroom. This is always a difficult balancing act, especially in cases like our PCOM minor, where students are eager to get involved beyond the classroom, even as they continue to grow in the classroom. I was fortunate to be able to teach Aaliyah in American political culture and communication. Not only did Aaliyah produce great work, and not only did she make thoughtful and valuable contributions during class discussion, while always exhibiting high ethical regard and commitment toward her fellow students and toward me, she also enacted the attitude of wanting to soak up every opportunity to learn and grow in the process. Beyond the classroom, Aaliyah exemplifies the JMU goal of having engaged students. Without trying to list all of her work here, it's important to note that Aaliyah is the current Student Government Association SGA president. In the past, she has served as a contributing writer for the student newspaper, The Breeze. During her time here, she co-founded a JMU organization named Women of Color, which they note is, quote, intended to bring together a strong group of women and advance their social and professional skills, end quote. Aaliyah also played an important role in this spring's JMU University-wide Student Diversity Summit, and Aaliyah will no doubt continue these traditions of excellence as she finishes up here and moves on to new professional opportunities. On behalf of my fellow political communication faculty members, congratulations to Aaliyah on this award and on an excellent JMU career.
The Outstanding Award in Cultural Communication is based upon a student's academic achievement in the major, demonstration of reflexivity in critical cultural analyses, and participation in activities that demonstrate a commitment to cultural change and community building. This year, the Cultural Communication faculty decided to honor 2 students with this award, Savannah Brown and Harry Houdon. Savannah Brown's engagement in her cultural communication coursework demonstrate an ability to critically synthesize complex theories and perspectives, apply them to a range of social contexts, and importantly, think reflexively. Even in a large lecture format class, Savannah is not afraid to steer class discussion toward difficult conversations and topics, offering examples and asking questions that challenge her classmates, a skill that she has brought to her co-curricular work as a diversity educator for JMU's Deep Impact Diversity Dialogue program and as a teaching assistant for intercultural communication. She has held numerous leadership roles on campus, including positions in her sorority Alpha Sigma Alpha Incorporated, the Executive Board for Student Minority Outreach Organization, and the Intercultural Greek Council, among others. Dr. Catherine Hobson shares that, quote, Savannah's writing, participation, and commitment to self-reflexive engagement deepened the analysis of all the students in my intercultural communication course. She made such an impression that she TA'd for me in the fall of 2019. I am impressed by the way that Savannah takes on academic responsibilities. She accepts new tasks, going above and beyond the requirements to make connections between readings, previous courses, and her experiences. Savannah is a passionate, dedicated, and determined student, educator, mentor, and advisee. Savannah has been accepted into JMU's Communication and Advocacy Master's Program for fall of 2020. Congratulations, Savannah. Harry Houdon likewise demonstrates outstanding engagement in the cultural communication courses, showing a particular passion for advancing communication scholarship and media criticism that explores the intersections of race and gender. Harry is inquisitive and analytical, consistently raising the bar for his classmates. Harry is also actively engaged in the JMU community as a student ambassador and was inducted into JMU's chapter of Phi Beta Kappa in spring 2019. Dr. Sharon Mazzarella shares that, quote, Harry is in the top 1% of students I have taught in my 30 years teaching at 3 different universities. He is probably the best writer of any undergraduate student I have ever worked with. Harry was one of the most valuable contributors to class discussion, as his contributions were always thoughtful and thought-provoking. More importantly, he listened to his classmates, demonstrated a genuine respect for divergent viewpoints, as well as a facility for engaging civil and intellectual discourse. Harry will begin UVA's master's program in media, culture, and technology this coming fall. Congratulations, Savannah and Harry.
On behalf of Dr. Charlene Richards, I would like to present this year's Health Communication Minor Award, which goes to Melissa Yabo. Melissa has the highest GPA in the minor and deserves recognition for her many accomplishments. Melissa is an active contributor to her courses, demonstrates professionalism and enthusiasm, and is a joy to have in class. Melissa utilizes her health communication knowledge in a variety of ways, both on and off campus. For example, on campus, she utilizes her knowledge at the health center, in SHAC, in the coursework for her major, and as president of the Health Administration Student Association. In the community, she utilizes her health communication knowledge when working with the Institute for Innovation in Health and Human Services. Specifically, she works with teen pregnancy prevention and Guest Bus. In all of these endeavors, she enthusiastically utilizes her knowledge and promotes effective health communication. For all of these reasons, we award the Outstanding Health Communication Minor to Melissa Yabo. Congratulations.
The winner of the Health Communication Major Award is Olivia Mazie. Olivia is an exceptional student. She has an incredible academic record alongside a record of many professional and volunteer as well as internship opportunities in the field of health communication that she's pursued. So she's had an internship at a local dermatology office. She has professional experience working for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and she's done some volunteer work for a local hospice organization. Olivia is currently in my health communication campaigns class. Her and her group members are conducting research on JMU students' perception of mental health, which is a topic she's very passionate about. She's also pursuing an independent study with me where she is working on a project to understand how mental health is represented in entertainment media. So congratulations to Olivia for all of your hard work.
Interpersonal concentration, students examine personal relationships in social and professional contexts. When asked to describe this year's award winner, Dr. Carlos Alemán describes our award winner as a patient and curious student of research. In SCOM 385, she thoughtfully worked through the experiential assumptions of communication held by qualitative researchers before revising her inquiry of the qualities that define friendship positivity. She developed herself as a fine qualitative researcher, honing exceptional interview and facilitation skills, but she also demonstrated herself to be an exceptional team member, capable of innovating her research method while patiently bringing out the best of her study partner. I have had the delight of working with our award winner for over 3 years. I first had the pleasure of getting to know our award winner her sophomore year in 2018 when this student was in my interpersonal class. In her papers for this course, I was impressed by her writing. Her ability to apply course concepts in both her self-analysis paper and her positive communication papers were superb. She was clearly able to see the good in others in the papers she wrote, focusing on seeing kindness, love, patience, thoughtfulness, and being thankful for the people around her. She clearly strived to acquire the skills, knowledge, and competencies that are necessary to be a successful interpersonal communicator. She is one of those people who has taken what she has learned in our concentration and applied it to every facet of her life. It is with great pleasure that I award this year's Interpersonal Concentration Award to Julia Pitts.
Hi there, my name is Sarah Taylor Mayhack, and I am honored to be presenting the Outstanding Organizational Communication Student Award this year. My first experiences with this student actually happened virtually as I read their blog post in the fall of 2019 on JMU's feminist blog, Shout Out JMU. I appreciated this student's authenticity, their willingness to use different mediums, including poetry, to craft an argument and reach an audience. Fast forward a little, and it wasn't until several weeks into the spring semester in my communication training course that I realized that the hardworking, conscientious, learner-centered student in my SCOM 449 class and the poetic blogger from Shout Out were one and the same. Apart from my own experiences with the student, she has also worked alongside of Dr. Tony Whitfield as both a research assistant and an independent study. She has invested a great deal in her local community, to which JMU is a part, working for various organizations and nonprofits, including Gus Bus Reading Roadshow, Friendship Industries, Skyline Literacy, and the Salvation Army, applying and developing her skills in organizational communication to advance the community that she loves. And even while taking on these additional service responsibilities, she has maintained a strong academic performance as demonstrated by her membership in the Honor Society Phi Kappa Phi. While in my communication course, this student has shown incredible attention to detail, and while she has been presented with multiple challenges across the semester, she has risen to each with grace and mindfulness. So that is why I am proud to present this year's Outstanding Organizational Communication Student Award to Alana Whitfield. Congratulations, Alana.
Hi, I'm Isaac Wu, Associate Professor teaching Public Relations classes. I'm pleased to announce the Public Relations Student of the Year Award recipient, Caroline Jessup. Yay, Caroline! I taught Caroline in one class and has advised her honors thesis. I also worked with her as an assistant faculty advisor when Caroline served as an account executive of one of the accounts at Bluestone Communications. I can highlight her academic achievement, internship experiences, and works at the Bluestone Communications. But most importantly, Caroline was a great leader for her team. I observed many times that she was very patient whenever her client threw a curveball at her team. She was very good at calming down her team, and even sometimes she enjoyed the troubleshooting. Caroline has also done 2 internships and still kept her high GPA. It was a great honor to know Caroline and worked with her for the last 2 years. Congratulations, Caroline. You did a great job, and I'm so proud of you.
A purple and gold sporting good day, everyone. Hello, I'm Kurt Dudley, Director of Broadcast Services for the JMU Dukes and an instructor in the Sports Communication minor. On behalf of JMU Athletics Communications and the minor, it is my distinct honor and even more so of a pleasure to present this year's Student of the Year Award for the SportsCom minor to Paige Ellenberger, as I like to call her, the Sports Paige. To be a very good reporter, you have to be, first of all, self-motivated, be proactive, and have a lot of energy. Those are 3 of the many characteristics that are good for reporters that were displayed early on in the career of Paige Ellenberger. Paige took the initiative and contacted me during the fall of her freshman year, which was in 2016. At that time, we mapped out a game plan for her to follow. She did so, but also took the initiative to find out about the many other layers involving sports communication, some on campus and some off campus, like she delved into the world of NASCAR, for example, spent last summer there. Well, Paige has been an influence in athletics communication in many regards, and it has been my pleasure over the last 4 years to work with her as an instructor, and particularly so when we had our live productions for Madison. She served as a sideline reporter for many of our events and sat beside me as the color commentator for a variety of sports. Paige, it again has been a pleasure. You've done a wonderful job of taking care of the many opportunities, taking advantage of those opportunities, I should say, while you were a Duke of JMU. And of course, you always will be. You continue to hone your skills, and I'm sure you'll be successful in the professional realm as well. So go Paige and go Dukes, and congratulations once again, Paige, this year's Student of the Year in Sports Communication as the minor.
Not only does the JMU School of Communication Studies have outstanding students in their concentrations, but many of them also participate in department-related organizations, such as the Debate Team, Lambda Pi Eta, the Public Relations Student Society of America, JMU's student-run PR firm, Bluestone Communications, and the Communication Center. The next set of awards will recognize students who have performed well in their communication studies-related organizations. Starting us off is Dr. Michael Saunders presenting the Debater of the Year Award.
Hi, everybody. I'm really excited to be here to speak on behalf of the 2020 Debate Students of the Year. Like for a lot of people, our year has just been crazy. We had the National Debate Tournament planned to be held on campus, which is a huge deal. And Mike Davis was doing a great job of organizing that. And we had a successful year and had 2 teams that were going to qualify to that elite competition. And of course, just like everybody else's year, it came crashing down on us. But, we were honored to have the presence of the 2 people who I'm going to talk about today on our team, who are our co-team members of the year, Debate Students of the Year. The first one I want to talk about is actually a first-year member on our team, a SCOM department member, and a senior. Ashton Shiflett. Ashton is great. Ashton is there's a certain bravery to being a senior year novice on our team, and she just joined our team this year. Because the trajectory of your career is very short, and it requires a lot of commitment and a lot of energy to being competitive in debate, and it takes so much courage to do that. Knowing you've only got this 1 year to really develop your skill. But what really set Ashton aside, and really why we picked out a novice as one of our competitors of the year, was just simply what a wonderful person she is. Ashton is somebody that every coach on the team dreams of having on the team. Always positive, always volunteers, attends any competition that we ask her to be involved in, is intensely competitive, but not obsessed with results. And in fact, we were so impressed with her at this level that we actually nominated her for the New Competitor of the Year award at the national level. It's National New Competitor of the Year in our debate competition level. And she's just really a wonderful person. I'm really glad that we have her. We had the opportunity to have her on the debate team, and the opportunity to have her in the department. I know that many of you have had a professor and know how great Ashton is. The second student I want to talk about is just the totally opposite side, is Joey Conrad. Joey Conrad's in our department. He's graduating this year. He's going on to graduate school. He's been accepted at the University of Georgia. And Joey is just the consummate debater. He was a high school debater, and was one of the small tragedies of our program and the way that COVID-19 worked out, he stayed for a 5th year to compete in debate, and then was deprived of his final national championship tournament. But Joey's an ideal team member. He's extremely successful. He's only one of 2 4-time NDT qualifiers in JMU history. He is the heart and soul of so much of what we do on the team. He's grown up on the team. He's a leader who organizes the team. He's a calm presence for other people. He assists the coaches at every turn, and he's just been there throughout the program for the last 5 years, and has just been a backbone competitor. And it's really so sad that he was deprived of this last opportunity to reach the level that I know he's capable of. But I know that for Joey, that there's bigger and better things in his future, that graduate school is just going to be amazing for him. He's going to be a big contributor to our field in a different way than he was in debate, but he's a brilliant kid, and I shouldn't call him a kid, brilliant young man, and he's just going to be phenomenal. I cannot say enough in his favor. And so if you see Joey or Ashton, or have an opportunity to send them an email, or send them a hello, or send them a congratulations, please just do so, because they've just been wonderful members of our team, and my congratulations to them on being our co-debate students of the year. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Hey everybody, it's my pleasure to present the 2020 Roger A. Sankson Friend of Debate Award to Sean Lowry. Sean was a debater for JMU and graduated in 2010, but it's the work he's done for JMU since graduating which makes him the ideal awardee this year. Sean was one of 6 debaters who was still on the team when I got here in 2006. He debated for me for 4 years, qualifying for the National Debate Tournament in 2010. After he graduated, he coached for us for 7 years. 3 of those years, he did that for no pay. So this was thousands of dollars of free labor. And he did it so that JMU students could compete. We had a small budget at the time, especially for the size of our team, and Sean knew that he had to give back. So he allowed people to debate who would have never had the chance. Additionally, Sean has served on our JMU Alumni Council since graduation. He is one of those alums who always shows up. He is definitely our most involved alum. He's been to all of our events. He gives every month and encourages others to do so. And he does so without fanfare. That's the really nice part about Sean, is he's never wanted his name up on the marquee. He's never been one of those people who wanted credit for what was happening. And I don't think it's any coincidence that Sean's time involved with JMU Debate was among the most successful times in our over 100-year history of debate at JMU. So I'm really happy to be presenting this award to Sean, and we're going to celebrate in the fall when we're all back on campus, but I wanted to take a couple minutes tonight to say congratulations, Sean. It's an honor well deserved.
Hi, I'm Lori Britt. I'm faculty advisor for Lambda Pi Eta, the National Honor Society for Communication Students. We have a wonderful chapter here, the Gamma Beta chapter. We have 27 members this year, and I'm excited to present 2 awards to 2 women who have helped create a vibrant, vital chapter here. I'd like to present these awards to both Jessie Bright and Amanda Christian, who have both been members for 2 years. Jessie is currently serving as our president, and Amanda Christian as our programming chair. This is very much a collaborative group, and we meet and think up great things together. But these 2 women have gone above and beyond to continuously put forth efforts to build community, have great things like Pi Day, plan an amazing trip to Richmond in conjunction with PRSSA, which unfortunately we didn't get to take this year. But overall, their commitment has been amazing, and they stand for the very best that is Lambda Pi Eta. Congratulations to you both, and thanks for everything. I'm going to miss you terribly.
I honestly cannot think of enough wonderful things to say about the winner of the PRSSA award this year. Her name is Amanda Christian, and she is one of the most hardworking and so organized and ambitious students that I have ever worked with. She goes above and beyond to make not only my life, but everyone else's life that she works with so much easier, because she is on top of absolutely everything. I feel so fortunate that I've had the chance to work with her over the last couple of years, and I was honestly getting so sad thinking about her leaving, but I recently found out that she has been appointed Bluestone director, so she's actually still going to be working with PRSSA in the fall. I am so thrilled, and I just can't wait to see, I can't wait to continue working with you, Amanda, but I also just can't wait to see what your future holds. I honestly think that you're going to be like running a company one day, and we are going to be begging you to come back and talk to our students. And I can't wait for that day. I wish that I could be giving you this award in person and give you a great big hug and tell you how much I appreciate everything that you've done for PRSSA. But unfortunately, we can't do that right now. Hopefully we get to give each other that hug very soon in the fall. But in the meantime, congratulations, Amanda. This award is so well deserved.
I'm very happy to present this Bluestone Communications Employee of the Year award. It is not easy to pick only one employee out of so many competitive employees of Bluestones. However, this year it was slightly relatively easier for me to choose one student, because this student has been with Bluestone Communications from the beginning of Bluestone operations and up until now we became nationally affiliated award-winning PR agency. She has gone through the entire journey with us and has grown up so much. Now she's managing the entire firm as firm director. So here goes. The winner of Bluestone Communications Employee of the Year award will be our current firm director, Heather Prim. Bluestone Communications offers a very different kind of learning environment from any other regular courses. Regular courses are a lot more structured and have pre-scheduled timeline and guidelines or examples for different assignments. However, Bluestone Communications, the Agency setting may not provide such a predictable or controlled learning environment. Instead, what we provide is a lot more flexible, hands-on, task-oriented setting that requires greater tolerance for uncertainty and ambiguity. When it comes to working under pressure, under uncertain situations, nobody can beat Heather. Even under very stressful situations, she will always remain extremely calm and encouraging and make rational decisions very quickly so she can move forward. And that kind of leadership has helped Bluestone to be where we are right now. If you do not know, she's juggling so many different roles in her life. Of course, many of us have different roles in life, but not like Heather. Heather is not only an academically very strong student and very active on campus as Bluestone Communications Director and also working for URAC as a strategic communicator. But at the same time, she is a nationally accredited volunteer firefighter. She joined the fire department about 5 years ago, and working as a firefighter has taught her greater teamwork skills and adaptability and rational decision-making skills in crisis situations. The kind of skill set she acquired from being firefighter actually transferred to Bluestone Communications extremely well. Last year, we experienced a generation change because most of our founding members has graduated except 3 students. And Heather was with Bluestone Communications from the beginning, and now she's a director and preparing for the next generation. I'm so happy to present this award. Heather, you really deserve this award. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Dr. Paul Mabry, and in addition to teaching in SCOM, I'm also the Communication Center Coordinator here at JMU. And today it is my honor and privilege to present graduate student Miranda Tonkins with this year's Communication Center Consultant of the Year Award. Not only has Miranda been an exceptional consultant providing multiple hours and appointments weekly to our undergraduate students, graduate students, faculty, and staff across the university, working with them one-on-one and in groups to provide public speaking support, tutoring on the MREST or the SCOM exam, or to provide practice and interview sessions, or to work with groups on group communication skills. She has also served in a number of essential capacities at the Communication Center. Miranda has helped be a leader, both alongside myself and in my absence when I'm not around. She has led our staff meetings. She has been a point person for our own administrative team within the learning centers. In fact, one of my colleagues on the administrative team had this to say about Miranda. Miranda is appropriately confidential, professional in her handling of the student, empathetic to the student, but also considerate of the impact of the situation to her colleagues, the communication center, and the learning centers at large. Her overhandling of the situation I found to be unparalleled and highly worthy of recognition. This was in reference to handling a situation with a student on campus. Moreover, Miranda has provided support in leading workshops on campus for both students and faculty, has been a leader in our debate across the curriculum work, providing one-on-one consultations with faculty, workshops in faculty classes, and even assisting in some of our data collection and analysis. In fact, some of Miranda's work has been published in our leading journal, peer-reviewed journal, the Communication Center Journal. Additionally, she has not only worked at the Communication Center, but she also teaches in SCOM. This spring, she taught not only SCOM 123, but also SCOM 335, the Communication Consulting class. For all of these reasons, it is our honor to say that we're going to miss Miranda deeply at the Communication Center, in the Learning Centers, SCOM, and across the university. We wish you the best of luck as you graduate and can't wait to witness the great things that you will continue to do and accomplish.
The next set of awards will recognize students who have stood out in various ways in the School of Communication Studies at JMU. Starting us off is Dr. Matt Brigham presenting the Academic Achievement Award.
Each year, the School of Communication Studies recognizes the graduating senior with the highest GPA for the Academic Achievement Award, and I am pleased to be able to return and honor Caroline Ryan for the second time in this ceremony, as she is this year's recipient. Caroline's GPA is extraordinary, and this becomes even more praiseworthy since she is a double major and her second major is dance. Navigating these two realms that may not appear on the surface to have much in common, and having done this work at the highest possible levels for multiple years, is truly a wonderful accomplishment. There are other external indicators of her academic achievements. She's a member of Phi Beta Kappa, a society whose membership is reserved only for the most academically accomplished students. She has, as I noted in the Advocacy Award speech, already presented work at a conference and is preparing work to send to a journal. But perhaps the clearest sign is to be found in the experiences of faculty who have had the good fortune of having Caroline in one or more of their classes. Caroline is always well prepared, interested in the material, willing to be an active participant, including asking questions that others may be hesitant to put forward. She works incredibly well with fellow students, and the quality of her work, whether a paper, an advocacy project, an exam, or another kind of assignment, is consistently completed at the highest level. On behalf of all of us in the School of Communication Studies, congratulations to Caroline on being this year's Academic Achievement Award recipient.
It is my honor to announce the 2020 JMU School of Communication Studies Student of the Year Award. The award winner is Caitlin Hopper. I first met Caitlin when I was teaching an online class a couple of years ago. Usually when I'm teaching online classes, I don't see many students reach out to me or ask a lot of questions. But Caitlin was very different even back then. Before having any sort of deadlines, Caitlin will always reach out to me and ask questions and make sure she's on the right track and just enjoy the whole experience of online learning and utilize every possible opportunities to communicate with me. And from that point, I realized that, this student is very serious about learning public relations and communication studies in general. And ever since she was taking many of my classes, and then she became an employee of Bluestone Communications, and we worked together very closely for the past couple of years. Caitlin is an outstanding student on all counts. Among many other things, what makes Caitlin stand out is that her dedication and commitment to the discipline of public relations and communication studies. She successfully demonstrated her enthusiasm and commitment, actively participated in many different kind of extracurricular activities, including PRSSA and Lambda Pi, and working for the Communication Center and, of course, for Bluestone Communications. She has demonstrated on excellent leadership skills and also very responsible and well organized all the time. She has proved herself continuously over the past few years while working for the Communication Center and, of course, Bluestone Communications by arranging workshops, providing client direct services, managing her account, and now the entire firm because she is currently an assistant director. Her leadership has been particularly impressive when she planned and carried out the One for All campaign, aiming to increase awareness of the First Amendment campaign for JMU students. One for All campaign is the nation's longest running program to boost understanding of our freedoms of speech, press, assembly, religion, and petition on college campuses. The scope of work was very large. It includes, among other things, strategic planning, promotional communication and advertising, media relations, audience research and analysis, graphic design, project management, event planning, and social media management, and more. I cannot imagine any better student who can carry out such huge responsibilities flawlessly. Caitlin's team's successful campaign proposal and implementation were very impressive. Now we received another external grant to carry out the One for All campaign next semester. While she's managing all these extracurricular activities, and working for the Communication Center and Bluestone Communications, her GPA is among the highest. She has demonstrated exceptional academic achievement as well. For all of the reasons, we as a faculty believe that Caitlin is one of the most qualified candidates for the award, and here goes. The award winner will be Caitlin Hopper. It's my pleasure to announce the award winner of Outstanding December Graduating Senior Award. The award goes to Amanda Christensen. I have known Amanda for the last 2.5 years and have been fortunate to witness her many excellent attributes. She is extremely intelligent, smart, motivated, and also creative individual. He has consistently demonstrated a strong work ethic and a dedication to success. If you ask anybody who got a chance to work with Amanda, those people will not even hesitate 1 second to describe her how amazing she has been. He has one of the highest GPA scores in the major, but beyond being just an academically strong student, Amanda has taken her desire to learn a step further by completing several different internships and jobs in the public relations field that highlight her broad range of abilities. She also demonstrated her commitment to the industry and strengths as a leader through her PRSSA executive committee roles. She started as Director of Internal Communications in 2018 when she was only a sophomore, and then she served as a president for the 2019 to 2020 school year. During that time period, she joined Bluestone Communications and worked for the One for All account, and right now she's working as a client communications director for School of Communication Studies. And not surprisingly, she actually was elected as Bluestone Communications Director for next semester, given her amazing ability and commitment for public relations discipline and communication studies. Somehow she has managed to do all of these things, and she will be still graduating all year. When I was talking to someone from the University Marketing and Communications, and of course, Amanda is working for that University Marketing and Communication Department as an intern. And her bosses didn't really hesitate to describe her ability as she doesn't seem like an intern. Her abilities are almost just PR practitioners right now. And I believe that. She's doing an honors thesis with me right now. It has been one of the most rewarding experience for me. I've managed so many research projects for undergraduate and graduate students, but working with Amanda was by far one of the most rewarding experience. And if I explain one thing, she will catch 10 different things out of one lesson. So I'm really pleased to announce that Amanda is the winner of Outstanding December Graduating Senior Award, and we are all looking forward to work with Amanda one more semester before her graduation.
Curious, empathetic, caring, creative, collaborative, adaptive, persistent, and resilient. She is a problem solver, an advocate, a team player, an ethnographer, a storyteller, colleague, and friend. Anyone who has spent more than a few minutes with this year's award recipient will attest that she dives into every interaction with her whole self, while also encouraging others to do the same. She cares deeply about the well-being and success of her classmates, her faculty, and the students she works with as part of her research assistantship. In these short 2 years at JMU, I have had the honor of seeing her build community in every context of her life here, in her graduate classrooms, through her cohort chats, with her research teams, and in both her community here in SCOM and in engineering where she spends her time as a research assistant. In fact, I am quite certain that the students in the engineering department would claim her as one of their own too. I mean, how many other SCOM graduate students can include lathe training as part of their list of on-the-job activities? She is known for leaving a big basket of snacks in the lab where she works so that the students can drop by and take what they need to get through a long day, many often stopping to chat with her while there. This is just one example of the kind of generosity that she extends to her many communities here at JMU. Such a generosity of spirit and community building combined with academic excellence are among the many reasons this year's recipient is being recognized with this award. Thus, I am delighted to announce that the award for the School of Communication Studies Outstanding Graduate Student goes to Bethany Popelish. Bethany embodies the spirit of this award in so many ways. As a student and a researcher, she is intellectually curious. She seeks opportunities to step outside of her comfort zone, whether it is diving into a research topic that requires reflexivity that many would find too difficult to bear, tackling a new methodology because she felt she needed greater breadth in her toolbox and a more nuanced understanding of a topic of interest. Her master's thesis, an 18-month ethnography studying the communication processes of socializing engineering students, demonstrates doctoral dissertation-level effort and quality. As a member of her academic community, she is deeply engaged. When our discipline began having conversations about the transformation of the field, she asked questions. We regularly started our weekly meetings talking about the state of the field, and she began to engage the online conversations herself as a participant. She expresses a deep sense of responsibility to her peers in communication and advocacy, both professionally and personally, and as a tireless advocate, team member, and friend. Indeed, she shows up for her community in so many different ways, too many to list here. Congratulations, Bethany. It has been an honor to work with you these past 2 years, and it was with great joy that I get to announce this award.
Hi, my name is Tim Ball. This academic year, I have been teaching the large lecture version of SCOM 123. That means I work closely with the first-year graduate teaching assistants, supervise the second-year teaching assistants, and teach SCOM 502, the graduate pedagogy class. Even though I will not be able to give the Outstanding Graduate Teaching Assistant Award in person, I have the pleasure of writing the words that I will say to this year's awardee, Kevin Levin, in this video. I first met Kevin in the summer of 2016 when he was a student in SCOM 240-241. I still remember the Pechakucha presentation he and his 2 group members delivered. Their job was to compare and contrast Goodnight's public sphere and semiotics. The body of the presentation was well organized, and their conclusion reminded the audience of the main ideas explored in the presentation. They achieved closure by returning to the Nazi swastika and the Hindu sign for peace used as an attention getter in the introduction. The key takeaway: we need to think about the sign, the signifier, and the signified when we argue about symbols in the public sphere. Kevin became an SCOM major that summer and graduated in 2018. In the fall of that year, he entered our graduate program. In any given year, only 7 or 8 graduate students in the communication and advocacy program receive a teaching assistantship. In their first year, those graduate students work with a faculty member who teaches the large lecture classes while they oversee recitation sections. In those smaller classes, the graduate students help the undergraduate students understand and apply communication concepts. They also grade papers and evaluate speeches. Kevin became an instructor of record in fall 2019 and taught one section of SCOM 123 that semester. Because I was his supervisor, I had the opportunity to sit in one of his classes and observe him. I saw him bring great energy and dedication to his students. By the time I sat in the back of the classroom, he had established a classroom climate that facilitated learning and exploration. Kevin is incredibly giving and understanding with his students and works to create a classroom that serves as a space wherein they can discuss many of the basic course concepts in ways that reflect their daily lives and experiences. Kevin is truly deserving of our Outstanding Graduate Teaching Assistant Award. Congratulations, Kevin.
As an SCOM student, I have learned many forms of speeches. However, I've never learned a speech on how to give a reward. Therefore, when I said yes to this speech, I didn't consider how underqualified I was for such an opportunity. This is not the case for the recipient of SCOM Professor of the Year Award. The award deserves to be presented to an educator, someone that does not only impact the lives of their students during the semester, but teaches life lessons that will benefit each student years to come. I can assure you, attachment theory and romantic communication will benefit each student years in the future. Thus, I am privileged to present this award to Dr. Jenny Rozier. Jenny, you have taught each of your students how to love, and that will certainly make the world a better place. Thank you for your stories, your wisdom, and of course, your love. You deserve this.
Hi everyone, my name is Harry Hudome and I'm a Senior Communication Studies major, and I'm also a member of Lambda Pi Eta. Today it is my privilege to present the award for SCOM Lecturer of the Year to Professor Lee Mayfield. Each year this award is given to a faculty member who is nominated and selected by students and who exemplifies exceptional teaching and service to the School of Communication Studies. Professor Mayfield is well regarded among students for the love that he shows them both inside and outside of the classroom. He is encouraging and empowering and is known for giving constructive and useful feedback. Students report that he is genuinely committed to their success, both in his academic courses and as they prepare to enter the real world as young professionals. Many value the relationships that they build with him that often continue beyond their time in his classroom. They love him for his humor and for the tiny desk concerts that he plays before each class. These and many other attributes make Professor Lee Mayfield a standout faculty member and a beloved and trusted mentor in this department. Please join me in congratulating Professor Lee Mayfield on being named SCOM Lecturer of the Year for the 2019-2020 school year.
Hi, my name is Jake Trevina. I am a second-year graduate student here in the Communication and Advocacy program at JMU. And today I am excited to announce your 2020 SCOM Faculty Member of the Year recipient. Now, when Corey Higgerson initially reached out to me a few months ago about presenting this award and who the recipient was, I immediately said yes, simply because I don't think that there is a more deserving person of this award. I remember when I initially came to Virginia and first started in the program, I went to the department potluck and was terrified. Didn't know anybody, and was just a really meek first-year graduate student. And I remember being introduced to her and immediately thinking, I am obsessed. She left such a lasting impression on me. And that impression really stuck with me throughout the entirety of my grad school career. I've been able to work with her this past year, and I regret not working with her sooner. And I genuinely believe that this individual truly exudes what it means to be an empathetic professor, a compassionate professor, a professor that puts their all into their students' work just as much, if not more, than the student does. And it's been a really big honor to be able to work with her. Now, I collected a few testimonials from her students, but for the sake of time, I've decided to read one that really exuded what this individual encompasses as an instructor and a person in this department. Sitting in a downtown coffee shop, she asked the people around the table about our research, their goals, and what they were currently working on. She had come in to meet with an, at the time, second-year graduate student who was worried about upcoming comprehensive exams and to practice with them. They sat together at our table, and introductions ensued. Two fellow first-year graduate students answered her questions, and I watched her listening intently, cataloging names and goals with sincere interest. She nodded adamantly and asked a follow-up question, barely sipping her coffee. When I finished telling her about my goal to work in food activism and community gardens, she whipped out a piece of paper and a pen. She wrote someone's name, number, two organizations, another volunteer camp, and something else. and told me to tell them Allison Botkin recommended that I speak to you. The next semester, I had the honor of taking Botkin's critical ecofeminism course. She created an atmosphere where we were able to practice everyday advocacy in a safe space. She welcomed questions, thoughts, tears, fears, hopes, and visions. She cultivated content that split my mind open and allowed me to see the world for the complex, interconnected being that it is. Her expertise, honesty, vulnerability, and genuine compassion showed me how to be a better instructor for my own SCOM 123 students. I even picked up her mannerisms of singing a little tune as she thinks of a word or finds a document. It feels as though that I've only just met her, but she handed me one of the most influential experiences of my grad school program. A glimpse of everyday activism, asking questions, listening, encouraging positive passions, and simply connecting people. Sarah Koth. I am happy to announce your SCOM 2020 Faculty Member of the Year Award recipient, Dr. Allison Botkin.
Alum play a fundamental role in our lives. Often unseen to the average student, alum donate money for scholarships, bring their expertise to our classroom, and provide needed service to the department. This next award is to recognize the Alum of the Year. The final award we would like to introduce is the 2020 Distinguished Alum Award, with a speech and introduction by Dr. Charlene Richards. It is a pleasure to announce our Alum of the Year, Carrie Clement. Carrie exemplifies what an outstanding alum should be, and she deserves recognition for her numerous and significant contributions to SCOM. Following her graduation, Carrie has been one of our most enthusiastic and giving alum. She has attended nearly all of the alum events, and at each one she has generously given her time, shared her expertise, and connected students to others in her network. She takes time outside of her very busy work schedule to continuously give back and support her fellow SCOM Dukes. Currently, she is the president of our SCOM Alum Council, and in that role, she has helped to facilitate the creation of an alum lookbook and to plan an alum event. I can't wait to see what all she has planned in her role as president of the council. Thank you for all that you do, Carrie. We truly and deeply appreciate your contributions.
I really do feel honored to accept the 2020 Distinguished Alumni Award, and I'm super thankful to Dr. Richards and the faculty for recognizing the work that I've done in both my professional and volunteer career. JMU SCOM means a lot to me, and that's why I've felt so connected to JMU throughout the years. But let's face it, right now, it's kind of a big old bummer. It's a bummer you won't be walking at graduation, and it's a bummer that your family won't get to take pictures, and it's a bummer that there's not great closure to the end of the year. Let yourself wallow in it for a minute, but then push forward. You're a JMU SCOM student. We're creative, intelligent. We know how to figure stuff out, problem solve, bring about change. You've learned things here that you won't even realize are important until it's 8 years later, and you're standing in front of a room of medical residents, and you're trying to tell them that their word choice, literally the difference between the order of how their words are strung together, will persuade a parent to make the life-changing decision to protect their kids from viruses, diseases, and cancer through vaccination. It might come to you when you're face-to-face with a major decision maker who has every reason to invest their money in a company other than yours. But you get the sale because you built the relationship. You identified the needs that they couldn't even express for themselves and made sure that they saw you as credible, knowledgeable, and capable. Or it might be when you get a call from a nonprofit client who tells you that the video that your marketing team poured hours into, making endless edits, reshooting segments, borrowing B-roll from the news station, writing scripts, organizing interviews, hours upon hours that you invested brought in an additional $60,000 at their annual gala. And that money is going to save people. Save people. That's what I get to do every day when I go to work. I mean, these days I'm not really going anywhere, but you get what I mean. Public health is making a lot of headlines right now, but it's usually pretty far down on the list of things that excite the media. How do you start to begin to explain the complexities of a quality improvement project facilitated within a healthcare system and also spin it to be a story that excites the media? It's not easy. The American Cancer Society has been around for over 100 years, but the majority of the public still thinks that all we do is cancer research. When Dr. Richards nominated me for this award, there was no indication that some dude in China was going to eat a bat and turn this world on its end. But here we are, and let me assure you that you've already made some really great decisions in your life. You see, as an SCOM student, your options are limitless. This world is going through some incredible changes right now. It's changing so quickly that we don't even know what our new normal is going to be. That's weird. But one thing is for sure. Your SCOM background will position you to be successful. Now, you'll have to work hard. It won't come easy. And you'll face incredible challenges. But you'll figure it out. I know you will. Thanks.
And that concludes our award presentation for the 2020 Virtual Awards Ceremony. Please enjoy the following pictures sent to us by faculty and students to commemorate the year. We want to thank you all for attending this ceremony, and we want to especially thank Dr. Tony Whitfield for all of her help and guidance in this process. Thank you.